Hello and welcome to Emma on Education again. So I was thinking today that I would post another video because I had such a good reaction to the last one. And today I would like to talk to you about potential and how I feel that it is not being nurtured in the way that it should in the current system. So as some of you know, I work locally with a lot of children in my local area. I work with all different types of children from the age of 5 to 18, and I work with 50 families. And during my time working with these families, something is cropping up time and time again, and that is confidence issues, rather. It's not just confidence issues within like the parents having confidence in their children. It's the issue that children are not confident. And most alarming of all, I'm seeing it from a very young age. And teachers are very busy and overstretched and do not have the time to get to know children anymore. And when I was teaching, I found it almost impossible to get to know every single child in my class, whereas now I have the freedom to get to know the children on a much personal level because I'm one-to-one, but it shouldn't be that way. The problem is, if children are not confident in what they're doing, then how are they going to grow? How are they going to learn? How are they going to feel confident in themselves? And this is what I see later on in life. Lots of my friends, lots of people that I know are just not confident in themselves. They don't think that they're clever, or they don't think that they have achieved a lot, or they've got these dreams, but there's something inside of them is holding them back. And I strongly believe that that is from their schooling, where you knew if you were clever because you were on the top table because you got harder work, and then you also knew if you weren't very clever because you were down there with all the other children who didn't do very well. These types of systems that we have in place at the moment are so detrimental to children's overall well-being and how they view themselves and compare themselves to other children, because they do. And parents compare their children to other children in regards to how well they're developing and their grades. And it's just so sad to see. It doesn't take a lot to boost a child's confidence and a teen's confidence as well, or anybody's confidence. You just have to believe in them. You have to believe that they can be something that more than they are currently being. But the school system in particular, is not allowing children to grow in the way that they want to grow, because everything is so restrictive and everything has to be in a certain little box, and it's just not fair. Why are we allowing our children to go to school with everybody else, to be compared, to be levelled, to be assessed, when they're children still, and they're still developing their sense of self, they're developing their own mind, their own well-being, their own morality in the confines of a school? It's really worrying when I hear parents talking about how their children have been called stupid by their teacher. And this might have happened a few years ago. And now, as the children are getting older, it's still affecting them. I teach one girl, she's amazing. She's 15, she's beautiful, she's intelligent. I see so much inside of her. But she doesn't see it, because ever since she's been small, she's been behind, and nobody's really taken the time to sit with her and to get to know her, because she was going along, she wasn't causing any trouble to the school, to the teachers. She was that middle child that got lost, slipped through the net. And as teachers, we all know that children do slip through the net sometimes because you have so many children in your class. This girl now is at the age of 15 and she's failing every single one of her GCSEs. Which is ridiculous, because I know that she can achieve these GCSEs and I know that she can get very good levels, but because of her confidence, she is so broken and so low. But how do you go about repairing someone's confidence who at the age of 15 believes that she is not worth anything, that she cannot push herself because she hasn't got the strength to, because it's been beaten out of, not beaten physically out of her, but it has been because ever since she's been small, she's been in the lower sets. She's been with other children who are maybe not as bothered as she is, but she is bothered. She's passionate. I can see it because she gets upset when she doesn't achieve the grades that she wants. And this is a common thing. So another question for you. If this continues, and it has been continuing for many, many years, we end up with adults who believe that they can only be doing a job or be in a situation because that is all they deserve. But actually, these people deserve so much more. Everybody deserves to achieve their dreams. Nobody deserves to just settle, to be happy, to be content rather, not to be happy, just content. And I think if this is changed in schools and children start to talk and to air their feelings, and for teachers, all teachers, to see the potential in all children, no matter how good they are at writing or reading, maybe they're good at something else. Everything should be celebrated. All of their achievements should be celebrated. And if they're not, and if they're suppressed, and if their children are told that they are not good enough, then these problems will arise and will continue later on in the child's life into adulthood. And that is a serious, serious problem that we really need to think about. Until next time, see you.